That's a very good question. So let's look at the law. But first we go to the manual for court-martials and we check out the relevant article. A mistake of fact is a defense to this UCMJ violation. A defense of mistake of fact exists if the accused had an honest and a reasonable belief that the other person was not married, that they were legally separated. So if you honestly believe the other person is not married, and it was reasonable for you to believe that, well, then that's a defense. What do you mean honestly and reasonable? Well, you can honestly believe in your own head that person's not married. There's no way. She, he, they are single. But it might not be reasonable. There could be many examples and hypotheticals of this, but let's just make one up for clarity's sake. This other person that you're sleeping with, let's say you were at their wedding last week and you watched them get married to their spouse. But when you were up in the bridal party and you were watching them, you saw that person cross their fingers when they said, "I do." And for some reason in your head, you legitimately and honestly believe that because they were crossing their fingers, they're not legally married. It's not really reasonable, is it? But for some reason you believe it. You can then be found guilty because you may have been honest in your head, but it's not reasonable to believe that or think that under the circumstances. Quick caveat, them being separated from their spouse, them taking a break is not a defense. It has to be a legal separation. There needs to be paperwork. There needs to be court documents, a legal separation for there to be that defense.